At a gas station in Barstow, California, my family held a vote on whether I could continue the trip to Disneyland with them. 9 people raised their hands to leave me behind. My 6-year-old daughter was in the van, watching through the window. My mother said, "We cannot afford an extra ticket, Jessica. You understand. Just take the bus home. We will bring Haley back in 4 days." I stood there in the parking lot, holding $23 and a half-empty water bottle. They drove away. I watched the van disappear down the highway, my daughter's face pressed against the back window, getting smaller and smaller until I could not see her anymore. I did not cry. I did not call them begging. I sat on the curb, pulled out my phone, and made a decision. By the time they reached Disneyland 2 hours later, I had already arranged everything. By the time they tried to call me that night, my number was disconnected. That was 10 years ago. They are still calling. I am still not answering. The trip was supposed to be a family celebration. My nephew Marcus was turning 8. My sister Denise wanted to take him to Disneyland for his birthday. She invited the whole family. My parents. My brother Ethan and his wife. Their 2 kids. Denise and her husband and Marcus. And me and Haley. 11 people total. 3 vehicles. It was going to be a 5-day trip. We would drive from Phoenix to Anaheim. Stay in a hotel. Spend 3 days at the park. Drive back. A big family adventure. The kind of thing Marcus would remember forever. Haley was so excited. She had never been to Disneyland. She was 6 years old. She talked about it constantly for weeks. Only 12 more days, Mommy. Only 8 more days. She made a countdown calendar and crossed off each day with a purple marker. She picked out her outfits. She made a list of rides she wanted to go on. She watched YouTube videos of the park and memorized where everything was. I was excited too. I had been saving for months. I worked as a medical billing specialist for a clinic. I made decent money, but it was tight. I was a single mother. Haley's father left when she was 2. No child support. No contact. It was just me and her. I paid for everything. Rent. Groceries. Daycare. Medical bills. There was never much left over. But I saved. $50 here. $30 there. I saved $800 for this trip. Enough for gas, food, and my share of the hotel. Not enough for park tickets. That was the problem. The park tickets. When Denise first invited us, she said the hotel would be split evenly. Everyone would chip in for their share of the rooms. But tickets, she said, everyone had to buy their own. Adult tickets were $124. Kids' tickets were $118. For 3 days, that was almost $750 just for me and Haley. I did not have $750. I had $800 total. And I needed money for gas and food. I told Denise this. I told her 2 months before the trip. I said, I cannot afford the tickets. Can we work something out? Maybe I can pay you back over time. She said, Jessica, I cannot front you the money. We are already stretched thin with the hotel and everything else. Maybe you should skip this one. Skip it? Haley is so excited. She has been counting down for weeks. I know. But if you cannot afford it, you cannot afford it. It is not my responsibility to pay for you. I am not asking you to pay. I am asking if I can pay you back. No. I am sorry. If you do not have the money, you should not go. I felt sick. But I did not push. I just said okay. I went home. I told Haley we were not going. She cried. She asked why. I said we could not afford it right now. She asked if we could go another time. I said maybe. She cried herself to sleep that night. 2 weeks before the trip, my mother called. Denise told me you are not going. We cannot afford the tickets. That is ridiculous. Of course you are going. Haley has been looking forward to this for months. You cannot disappoint her. I do not have the money, Mom. So figure it out. Borrow it. Put it on a credit card. Do what you have to do. I do not have room on my credit cards. And I cannot borrow money I cannot pay back. Then I do not know what to tell you. But you are not staying home. Haley is going on this trip. She is part of this family. I felt a flicker of hope. Are you saying you will help with the tickets? I am saying you need to figure it out. This is a family trip. She should be there. But if I do not have the money... Jessica, I am not going to argue with you. You are coming on this trip. We will figure out the details when we get there. I did not know what that meant. But I let myself believe it meant they would help. That somehow it would work out. I was wrong. The day of the trip arrived. Friday morning, June 16th. I woke up at 4 a.m., packed the car, loaded our suitcases. Haley was vibrating with excitement. She wore her Minnie Mouse ears even though we were just driving. She talked the entire 2-hour drive to my parents' house where we were all meeting. Everyone was already there when we arrived. 3 vehicles. My parents' SUV, Denise's minivan, Ethan's truck. They were loading luggage, coolers, beach chairs, piles of stuff. It looked like we were moving, not taking a vacation. My mother saw us and waved. Jessica, you made it. We were worried you would not come. Of course I came. Haley has been looking forward to this for months. I know. I am so glad. Okay, you and Haley are riding with Ethan. There is room in the truck. I looked at Ethan's truck. It had a crew cab, 4 doors, 5 seats. Ethan, his wife Dana, their 2 kids, ages 5 and 7. That was 4 people. Plus me and Haley. 6 people. 5 seats. There is not enough room, I said. Sure there is. The kids can squeeze. It is fine. Mom, there are only 5 seats. Then Haley can sit on your lap. She is small. For 6 hours? That is not safe. Jessica, stop being difficult. Get in the truck. We need to leave. I looked at Ethan. He shrugged. Sorry. Mom told me you were riding with us. I thought you knew. We got in the truck. Haley sat on my lap. No seatbelt. Illegal. Unsafe. But I did not argue. I just wanted to get there. I told myself it was fine. It was just a road trip. We would survive. We drove. 6 hours. Haley fell asleep on my lap. My legs went numb. My back ached. I could not move. I just sat there, holding her, staring out the window, wondering how I was going to afford the tickets. We stopped in Barstow for gas. About halfway to Anaheim. Everyone got out. Stretched. Went to the bathroom. Bought snacks. I put Haley down. She woke up. She was groggy and cranky. Are we there yet? Not yet, baby. Another few hours. Everyone gathered in the parking lot. My mother was holding a clipboard. She did this. She organized everything. Made lists. Kept track of who owed what. She thrived on it. Okay everyone, listen up. I need to collect money for the hotel. We have 3 rooms reserved. That is $450 per room for 4 nights. Total of $1,350. Divided by 3 families, that is $450 per family. She looked at me. Jessica, I need your $450. I thought we were splitting it evenly per person, not per family. No. Per family. That is what we agreed on. I do not have $450, Mom. I have $800 total. And I need money for gas and food. Then you should have saved more. I saved for months. But $450 just for the hotel is more than I budgeted. Denise walked over. Jessica, we talked about this. You knew the hotel was going to be expensive. You said we would split it evenly. I thought that meant per person. No. Per family. There are 11 of us. If we split it per person, that is only about $123 each. But that is not fair because some families have more people. We are splitting it per family unit. But I am 1 person and a 6-year-old. Ethan has 4 people. Denise has 3. That is not fair either. Life is not fair, Jessica. If you wanted to bring Haley, you should have planned better. My father walked over. What is the problem? Jessica does not have money for the hotel, my mother said. How much do you have? He asked. $800 total. I can give 400 for the hotel. But I need the rest for gas and food and hopefully tickets. He laughed. Tickets? You do not have money for tickets. Not after the hotel. Then why did you come? Because Mom said we would figure it out. Figure what out? You cannot go to Disneyland without tickets, Jessica. What did you think was going to happen? We would just pay for you. I thought maybe we could work something out. Work something out, Denise repeated. You mean you expected us to pay for you? No. I thought maybe I could buy tickets for 1 day instead of 3. Or maybe go to the park for a few hours instead of the whole day. I do not know. I just thought we would figure it out together. This is ridiculous, Ethan said. You should not have come if you cannot afford it. Haley has been looking forward to this for months. I could not tell her no. Well, now you have to tell her no anyway. Because you do not have money for tickets. Haley was standing next to me, holding my hand. She was listening to everything. Her face was scrunched up. Confused. Worried. My mother sighed. Okay. Here is what we are going to do. We are going to take a vote. A vote? I said. Yes. A vote. We decide as a family whether Jessica continues on this trip with us or whether she goes home. You are not serious. I am completely serious. We cannot have this drama the entire trip. Either you can afford to participate, or you cannot. If you cannot, you should go home. Raise your hand if you think Jessica should go home and we continue the trip without her. I stared at her. She stared back. Calm. Matter of fact. Like she was asking who wanted pepperoni on the pizza. Denise raised her hand. Ethan raised his hand. Dana raised her hand. My father raised his hand. Marcus raised his hand because the adults were. Ethan's 2 kids raised their hands because their parents did. 7 hands. No. 8. My mother raised her hand too. 9 people. 9 people voted to leave me in a gas station parking lot in Barstow, California. Anyone opposed? My mother asked. Haley raised her hand. She was 6 years old. She did not understand what was happening. She just knew everyone was raising their hands, so she raised hers too. In the wrong direction. Okay. Majority rules. Jessica, you are going home. We will bring Haley back in 4 days. I could not process what was happening. You are leaving me here? You cannot afford the trip. It makes sense for you to go home. Haley can stay with us. She is family. She should get to go to Disneyland. You are taking my daughter without me? You are welcome to stay if you pay your share. But you said you do not have the money. So the logical solution is for you to go home and for Haley to stay with us. She is 6 years old. She is not staying without me. Then take her home. That is your choice. I looked around. Everyone was staring at me. Waiting. Denise looked annoyed. Ethan looked uncomfortable. My father looked impatient. My mother looked calm. Like this was reasonable. Like abandoning me at a gas station was a normal family decision. How am I supposed to get home? I asked. Take the bus, my mother said. There is a Greyhound station 2 miles from here. I looked it up. A ticket to Phoenix is $62. You said you have 800. You can afford that. I felt cold. Numb. Like I was watching this happen to someone else. You are really doing this. You are making this dramatic, Jessica. You cannot afford the trip. It is not our fault. Go home. We will bring Haley back in 4 days. She will have a great time. You can see all the pictures. I looked at Haley. She was crying now. Quiet tears. She did not understand. She just knew something was wrong. I knelt down. I hugged her. Baby, listen to me. Do you want to go to Disneyland? She nodded. Even without Mommy? She shook her head. No. I want you to come. I know. But Mommy cannot afford it. So you have 2 choices. You can go with Grandma and Aunt Denise and have a great time. Or you can come home with me. What do you want to do? She looked at me. Then at my mother. Then back at me. I want to stay with you. Are you sure? Yes. I stood up. I looked at my mother. We are both going home. Fine. That is your choice. But do not come crying to us later that Haley missed out. You did this. Not us. No. You did this. You left us at a gas station. You left yourself at a gas station by not planning properly. I did not argue. I just took Haley's hand and walked away. I heard them getting back in their vehicles. Starting the engines. Driving away. I did not turn around. I just kept walking. Across the parking lot. To the sidewalk. Away from them. Haley looked up at me. Are we really going home? Yes, baby. I wanted to go to Disneyland. I know. I am so sorry. It is okay, Mommy. But it was not okay. She was 6 years old. She had been dreaming about this trip for months. And my family just voted to abandon us at a gas station so they could go without us. I sat on the curb. Haley sat next to me. I pulled out my phone. I had $800 in my checking account. My mother was right. I could afford a Greyhound ticket. But that would take hours. And I would still need to get from the station to my apartment. And I would need to eat. And Haley would need to eat. Or I could call someone. A friend. Someone who could pick us up. But we were 6 hours from home. I could not ask someone to drive 12 hours round trip. I could call my ex Haley's father. The one who left and never looked back. The one who owed me thousands in child support. The one who had not seen Haley in 4 years. I could call him. Beg him. Ask him to help. I did not call him. Instead, I made a different decision. I opened my notes app. I started writing. I wrote for 37 minutes. I wrote everything. The vote. The abandonment. The cruelty. The pattern of favoritism. The years of being treated like I was less than. The years of struggling alone while they helped Denise and Ethan. The years of being told I was not doing enough, not trying enough, not good enough. I wrote it all. Then I posted it. On Facebook. Public. Tagged everyone in the family. Every single person who was in that parking lot. Every single person who raised their hand. Then I blocked them. All of them. Every family member. Blocked on Facebook. Blocked on my phone. Blocked on email. Gone. Then I called a rideshare. Not Uber. Too expensive for a 6-hour drive. But I found a service. A woman named Patricia who drove long distances. $250 to Phoenix. I booked it. She arrived in 40 minutes. Haley and I got in her car. Patricia was kind. She offered us snacks. She played Disney music for Haley. She did not ask questions. She just drove. 6 hours. We got home at 9 p.m. I paid her. I thanked her. Haley and I went inside. We ate cereal for dinner. We went to bed. I did not cry. I did not call them. I did not apologize for the Facebook post. I just went to sleep. My phone started ringing at 6 a.m. the next morning. Blocked numbers. I did not answer. Voicemails. 37 of them. I did not listen. Text messages from numbers I did not recognize. People they got to contact me. I blocked them all. By noon, the Facebook post had been shared 200 times. People I went to high school with. Old co-workers. Distant relatives. Everyone saw it. Everyone had an opinion. Most people were horrified. They left you at a gas station? They took a vote? With your daughter watching? The comments were overwhelmingly supportive. People called my family disgusting. Cruel. Heartless. A few people defended them. Mostly their friends. There are two sides to every story. She should not air dirty laundry on social media. Family is family. I did not engage. I did not defend myself. I did not explain. I just let the post exist. Evidence. 3 days later, they came home. They tried to come to my apartment. I did not let them in. They left packages on my doorstep. Stuffed animals for Haley. A Minnie Mouse doll. A photo album of the trip. Pictures of them at Disneyland. Smiling. Happy. Without us. I threw it all away. They tried calling. Texting. Emailing. Sending messages through mutual friends. Please talk to us. We made a mistake. We did not realize how it would make you feel. We were just trying to be practical. I did not respond. Weeks passed. Months passed. They kept trying. Christmas came. They sent gifts. I returned them unopened. They showed up at my apartment. I did not answer the door. They tried to intercept me at work. Security escorted them out. Haley asked about them sometimes. Why do not we see Grandma anymore? I told her the truth. Age-appropriate truth. Grandma made a choice that hurt us. So we are not going to spend time with her anymore. Haley accepted this. She was 6. She moved on faster than adults do. A year passed. My mother sent a letter. 10 pages. Handwritten. She apologized. She said she did not realize how serious it was. She said she thought I would understand. She said family should forgive family. She said she missed us. She wanted to make it right. I read the letter once. Then I filed it. Evidence. I did not respond. 2 years passed. My father had a heart attack. Not fatal. Mild. He spent 3 days in the hospital. Denise called from a blocked number. I answered thinking it was work. Jessica, Dad is in the hospital. You need to come. No. He had a heart attack. He could have died. I am sorry to hear that. But no. You are really going to hold a grudge while he is lying in a hospital bed? I am not holding a grudge. I am maintaining a boundary. It has been 2 years. Let it go. No. You are being childish. You left me at a gas station and took my daughter to Disneyland. That is not childish. That is consequence. She hung up. I blocked the number. 3 years passed. Ethan got divorced. He tried to reach out. He said he was sorry. He said he had been thinking about that day a lot. He said he should have said something. He should have stood up for me. He said he was a coward. He wanted to make amends. I appreciated the apology, but I did not respond. An apology does not undo trauma. It does not give me back that day. It does not erase Haley watching 9 people vote to abandon us. 4 years passed. Marcus turned 12. Denise posted about his birthday party. A big celebration. All the family there. Except us. The comments were full of people asking where we were. Denise did not respond. She just deleted the comments and turned off commenting. 5 years passed. My mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. Stage 2. Treatable. She started chemo. She lost her hair. She posted about her journey on Facebook. She talked about family. About how important family is when you are going through something hard. She never mentioned us. Mutual friends reached out. Your mom has cancer. You should visit her. I said no. They said I was cruel. I said she was cruel first. They stopped talking to me. 6 years passed. Haley was 12. She did not ask about them anymore. She barely remembered them. She had built a life that did not include them. She had friends, hobbies, dreams. She was happy. We took a trip, just the 2 of us, to Disneyland. I saved for 2 years. We went for 4 days. We stayed in a nice hotel. We ate expensive food. We rode every ride. We made memories. It was the best trip of our lives. I did not post about it on social media. I did not send them pictures. I did not rub it in their faces. I just enjoyed it. With my daughter. Without them. 7 years passed. My mother's cancer came back. Stage 4. Terminal. She had 6 months to a year. Denise called from another blocked number. I answered by mistake again. Mom is dying. She wants to see you. She wants to apologize in person. She wants to meet Haley. Please, Jessica. She does not have much time. No. She is your mother. She stopped being my mother when she left me at a gas station. That was 7 years ago. She has apologized 100 times. What more do you want? Nothing. I want nothing from her. She is dying. We are all dying. Some of us just faster than others. You are heartless. No. I am healed. There is a difference. I hung up. I blocked the number. Again. 8 years passed. My mother died. I did not go to the funeral. Haley asked if we should. I said no. She said okay. We stayed home. We had a quiet day. We watched movies. We made cookies. We did not talk about it. Denise posted about the funeral. About how heartbroken she was. About how much Mom loved her family. About how family is everything. About how some people take family for granted until it is too late. I did not comment. I did not like it. I did not react. I just existed. Separate from them. 9 years passed. Ethan reached out again. Through LinkedIn this time. He said he thought about that day often. He said he had been in therapy. He said he understood now what they did was abusive. He said he was sorry. He wanted to know if we could talk. I appreciated that he had done the work. I appreciated that he understood. But I did not respond. Because understanding does not undo damage. And apologizing does not earn access. 10 years passed. Haley is 16 now. She is a junior in high school. She is on the honor roll. She is captain of the debate team. She is applying to colleges. She wants to study psychology. She wants to help people who have been through trauma. She is extraordinary. She does not remember the gas station. Not really. She has a vague memory of a trip that did not happen. Of being sad. Of me being upset. But the details are gone. She was too young. Her brain protected her. But I remember. I remember standing in that parking lot. Holding $23 and a water bottle. Watching 9 people vote to abandon me. Watching them drive away to Disneyland while my daughter cried. I remember the Facebook posts. The voicemails. The letters. The hospital visits I did not make. The funeral I did not attend. The 10 years of them begging for forgiveness that I never gave. And I do not regret it. Not for 1 second. Because here is what they do not understand. They did not just leave me at a gas station. They showed me who they were. They showed me that I was expendable. That I was not worth a seat in the car. That my daughter was only valuable if I was not there to protect her. That they would rather have Haley without me than both of us together. That is not family. That is a transaction. And I do not do transactions. Haley and I are close. Closer than most mothers and daughters. We talk about everything. We trust each other. We support each other. We are a team. A family of 2. And it is enough. More than enough. It is everything. Do people judge me? Yes. People say I am cruel. Unforgiving. Cold. They say family is family. They say everyone makes mistakes. They say I should let it go. But those people were not standing in that parking lot. They did not watch 9 people raise their hands to abandon them. They did not have to explain to a 6-year-old why her family did not want her unless her mother was not there. They do not understand that forgiveness does not mean access. That apologizing does not undo trauma. That understanding you were wrong does not earn you a place in someone's life. I forgave them. I forgave them because holding on to anger was exhausting. But forgiving them does not mean I have to let them back in. Those are 2 different things. Haley knows the story now. I told her when she was 14. Old enough to understand. She asked why we did not have extended family like her friends did. I told her the truth. All of it. The vote. The gas station. The 10 years of boundaries. She hugged me. She said, "Thank you for protecting me." Not, "I am sorry that happened." Not, "That must have been hard." Just, "Thank you for protecting me." Because that is what I did. I protected her. I protected both of us. From people who thought we were disposable. From people who thought love was conditional. From people who thought a Disneyland trip was more important than basic human decency. And I would do it again. 1,000 times. 1,000,000 times. So what do you think? Did I go too far, or just far enough? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more stories about mothers who chose their children over toxic families, do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. I've got 2 more stories queued up for you, both about the moment we realized protecting our kids means walking away from the people who were supposed to love them. Click on whichever one calls to you. Until next time, remember, Family is about who shows up, not who shows up in your DNA.